Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. How you doing? Is my headpiece aligned? It is. It's also, if you see me start to just drip sweat, it's I think 822 degrees here today. I haven't checked, but I think it's 822 degrees. So it's actually, I'm exaggerating obviously, but I'm also not that exaggerating because it's hotter than it was in Italy, which was hot. And there's just like no air conditioning in Seattle, which I know can be good for your skin and yada yada yada. All right, so let's just jump into it. Today we're talking about really exciting stuff. We're talking about washcloths or flannels. But I've actually had a lot of questions on it. I've had people say like, oh, somebody told me I should use a microfiber cloth, or somebody told me I should use a regular washcloth, or somebody told me I should use a really plush washcloth. Say that 3 times fast. But I wanted to sort of just break down, not necessarily which one you should be using, because it's going to depend on the product, other exfoliating things you were doing, and your skin type, obviously. But I want to just talk about each one, the different types, etc., etc. I guess first of note, because they're the ones I use and sell, are the microfiber cloths. So microfiber is something crazy like 1/100th the diameter of a hair strand. So it's truly a microfiber. And with that, it can get into the pore and it can really lift up dirt, oil, and grime. So it's not going to be as gritty or as exfoliating as a typical, like a hotel washcloth is the best way to put it. But what it is going to be, and why I recommend using them, especially with the treatment cleanser and the balm cleanser or any oil cleansers, is it's essentially a magnet. The microfibers have positive ions, and is ions the right word? Positive. This is positive. And then dirt, oil, grime on the skin, negative. So it is truly like a magnet with these two. And then with the ability for it to be so teeny and thin to get in and clean out the pore and lift up dirt, oil, grime, and makeup. I know there's a lot of microfiber products out on the market right now, which are, you just add water and can remove your makeup. So you get the point. I obviously prefer using it with a cleanser. It's just going to give you a facial quality cleanse. It's going to make your skin glow. It's going to have it be more receptive to treatment products, but it works magnificently with any cleansers and any products, but really with the treatment cleanser and the balm cleanser. It's a way for you to remove all the product, plus all your makeup, all your dirt, all your oil, grime, SPF, without stripping your skin, without adding friction to the skin, without adding heat to the skin. It's super easy, it's super simple, which is why I use them, why I recommend them, why I sell them, and why I recommend them with the cleansers. So that is microfiber. But it is very different than a washcloth. If you're super sensitive, you might find it better to use microfiber. At the same time, again, microfiber is deep cleansing, so you can sometimes feel that you're going too much. It's not going to be like an over exfoliation feeling, but it's almost like an over cleansed feeling. It really is a magnet, but that is why also you have to get facial quality, facial grade. I shouldn't even say facial quality or facial grade. It's just a specific type of microfiber to be used on the skin. It's much different than the microfiber you might get to cleanse your house. Do not use those on your face. You will be rashy. It's not great. Thank you. Yay. Then we have cleansing mitt, which would be the same as a washcloth. And this is a plush one. This is so this is going to be, it's not going to be as magnetic-like as your microfiber. It's going to be soft, but not as soft as the microfiber, but it is going to give a little more grit. So if you're somebody who doesn't get on with acids, doesn't get on with retinols, and wants to exfoliate through washcloths, but has some sensitivity, something like a plush, regular flannel, regular washcloth is going to be better for you. Oil cleanse, remove, regular water-soluble gel cleanser, milk cleanser, same thing. You don't have to go, and which is why I really like the microfiber cloths too. Sometimes people feel like they can't get an oil cleanse off, but they really want to oil cleanse for the benefits of it dissolving makeup and dirt and grime and SPF, and I'll keep repeating myself. But with this, because it is a magnet, because it is soft, you get soft. That was very accented. you can just swipe and remove, and you're not really going in and creating that aggression and that heat in the skin. And you don't want to be doing that really ever. You can break down your barrier, you can irritate your skin, you can, you know, it's not good. So again, if you're using this, great, totally fine, but just go gentle. Don't like, okay. So that's this. This is sort of like Plush regular washcloth. It's super great and friendly in a mitt. Obviously, you just pop your hand in and then wipe and flip and wipe. But you can do the same thing with a regular washcloth if you can't find these. But this is just, I don't know, I mean, this isn't doing any justice to it, but you can sort of see it's plush. It's not like thin and, okay. Then, I guess let's go here, because so then there is this, which I've talked about before, Jokipin, Jokipin. I believe it's a Scandinavian company. I want to say Finnish, I think. They're great mitts. Now these are super gritty. You can probably see it's gritty. So again, not microfiber, but this is going to give a nice exfoliation. Again, just a light buff and you're going to be fine. You don't have to keep going into your skin's red and heat it. But this, again, if you can't really tolerate acids or retinols, or you just want to do like a once a week light buff on the surface, you know, physical exfoliation is a thing for a reason. It can help some textural issues. It can help people who can't tolerate acids and retinols. And again, with this not being a bead or a seed, super easy to use, super effective, green, affordable. I mean, I've had this forever and it's still great and it still works and it's not worn down. And it just buffs, but it really buffs. So you don't need to, you can just wipe it and let that action be the buff of the skin. Side note, as I'm saying buff, I don't know if you guys know or remember those buff puffs. Those things are hardcore. Don't use those, please. I mean, if there's like a special circumstance where a dermatologist or an esthetician has you on one, that's fine, but okay, but that's this. But this is also comparable to, and I mean, I'm doing this because I'm feeling them, but you can almost even see with the thickness, the plushness and the not plushness. And this is something similar to, I would almost compare it to, and this is not a bad thing, but like a cheap hotel washcloth. They're a little bit grittier. Again, that's going to be if you want like a little bit more of an exfoliation, a buff. Keep using that word buff, but that's what we're going after. And lastly, for now, muslin. Now muslin can be, I hate to use the term scratchy, but it can be self-imposed scratchy. So it is very thin, it does exfoliate, it is wonderful, but if you're using a muslin cloth and if you're using it regularly, you probably shouldn't be doing a retinol or an acid, because the amount of irritation that your skin will have it'll be too much. You won't be happy, your skin won't be happy, it'll be inflamed and irritated. I know there's a lot, obviously Eve Loam herself is a big believer in no acids, no enzymes, no retinols, but she loves the nightly muslin cloth. That way you're lightly exfoliating every night. Again, I've had a facial from her, I've felt her use the muslin cloth on my skin. It is not cray. She doesn't go and like, it's lightly circular motions where you're exfoliating the skin, but you're not going in. I've read and seen some people who've just overdone it with muslin cloths, who've overdone it with washcloths in general. That can be user error, and so you need to go softer than you think. These are all textured cloths and fabrics. They are, like the microfiber, it's a magnet. It's doing its thing by itself, by you just wiping it on there and wiping it off. So you don't need to really add aggression. Same with the plush, same with the little bit more gritty, and then same with the really fine muslin. And again, just like ingredients, I've used so many different types of muslin. Muslin is not well, I shouldn't say it's not created equal, but there's so many different types of, like, you know, a finer stitch or like a rougher, I've had muslin that just feels, it's almost like water can't absorb it even after you wash it. It's the strangest thing. So that also matters. Quality of it matters. And you can't go to like a Joann Fabrics and request like a facial quality muslin, but you can go around and you can feel them and you'll be able to know. You don't want something super scratchy. They do soften as you wash them, just like any of these do. So be mindful of that too. Don't, always wash before you use. You just want to get anything that's on there off. But you also want to soften it up a bit. You don't want to go in and be like, yeah. So anyway, I hope that helps. But the big thing was to talk about, I think we all know the difference between like a washcloth and the different textures and plushness of washcloths and muslin. But then that compared to, in my line, the microfiber. And again, the microfiber is more like a magnet. You're gonna get a light exfoliation, but not really. Great for sensitive skin. Don't go crazy with it. It truly is a magnet, again, positive to negative, and it's just, but enjoy and have fun washclothing. And if your skin gets red and irritated after using a washcloth as much as you want to use it, maybe don't use it. Or maybe back down on your acids or retinols. But again, red is stop. Red means stop. Inflammation, sensitivity. So if we see red, let's stop, okay? It's hot, and the shirt's weird. Thanks for watching, guys. It's August, oh my God, it's August. It's August! I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the black JS circle down below so we can stay in contact and keep talking. To watch more videos, you can click on the link here, or possibly here. Thanks for watching. Bye.